is Andy Gillies, and I've been asked to walk you through using Notebook LM to prepare for interpreting assignments, specifically at the European Patent Office, which are adversarial legal proceedings about a given patent each time. Now, the idea of using AI to create podcasts or other prep tools has been mentioned online by a few interpreters way ahead of me: Lucas Roussel, Josh Goldsmith and Anya Rutten. And following their tips, I started using this about 3 or 4 months ago. And it's very useful, can save a bit of time, and particularly the podcast gives you another medium to prep in. You don't have to read it, you can listen to it. It's worth pointing out that this can only be used for documents in the public domain, which luckily is the case at the Patent Office, but you shouldn't put anything confidential or private through an AI. So this is what the home page looks like. You can see that I've done a few of these already. So it's very, very simple. We click on Create New Notebook, and then we go to Upload Our Sources. So I go into my folder. This is how I organize my documents. I'm going to pick the main documents for that day, the patent itself, communications from the Patent Office, and you select them like that. Now I have a folder set up, so I have to go back in and find some more. And here we'll see the other function, which is the drag and drop. I'm going to go into the correspondence. I'm going to grab the most recent correspondence. I'm going to drag that in there. And then I will take a few of the reference documents. I don't spend a lot of time choosing these, but I know that some of them are more important than others. Again, I don't think you need all of them. And you can see it's now importing those documents. It's chosen a title for me, not the best one. They're usually a little bit closer to the topic, so we can change the title there. And then comes the interesting bit. We simply click a button over here on the right hand side, Audio Overview, and it's going to make that podcast for us. It'll take a few minutes. And same mind map here. Now I'm going to go to one I made earlier, and this is what you get after 15-20 minutes or so when it's done its work. So I still have this 6-strong menu here, and this is what the audio podcast will look like. We can maybe play a little bit of that.
Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're wading into, well, the pretty high stakes world of intellectual property. Specifically, we're looking at an e-cigarette patent battle happening right now at the European Patent Office.
So the podcast will take you through the legal aspects and the technical aspects and explain stuff to you. The standard is a 15-minute podcast. You can ask it to do a slightly shorter one or a slightly longer one. You can give it specific instructions, but I didn't find that it was very good at adjusting to the instructions. But that may be a question of practicing to make better prompts. But to be honest, the default is very useful. And the mind map, which I think might be useful as well, looked like this. So in this patent, we have the patent here. The preliminary opinion is quite interesting. Go full screen that, sorry. So the preliminary opinion looked at the grounds for opposition. Added subject matter was the most important in this case. Oops. And it gives us, when we click on that, it gives us the 8 different points that were raised under Article 123. So, for example, the first one, the deletion of engaging with in feature 152 was considered prejudicial as to novelty by the Patent Office in their preliminary opinion. Or down here, the omission of the sealing member in feature 113 was considered to be an intermediate generalization in the preliminary opinion. So that's a very useful, I think, overview that I don't generally have time to do for myself. So there you have it. That is what I've been playing with so far. You can do more. I think you can ask questions about the document, but I haven't tried that out. The podcast and the mind map are worth giving a go though. So enjoy playing with that.